Hi, and welcome to the Feel Good Always podcast. I'm Becky Bradley, and this is real stories of love, connection, and remembering who we are. Today, I'm going to be talking about channeled information that is coming to me from the angels, really trying to help us all stay calm and really just raise this vibration and stay out of fear, stay calm, no matter what is happening around us or in the world. If you are new here, if you found me, I don't believe that it's by accident. My daughter, Kara Bradley, she died in a fatal UTV accident at 15 years old. And since then, she's been channeling wisdom to me. And so I'm sharing that with you, and that is what we're going to be doing today. It's really messages from the angels, higher beings that have guided me and helped me find peace in ways that I really never could have imagined. They've taught me about this really great awakening, a collective awakening that everybody is going to be moving into, that I have fully embodied and experienced. And that is what they have shown me. And we're all moving into this. And it's a really beautiful connection beyond the veil, really understanding, embodying the truth that separation is an illusion. When I channel my daughter, Kira, I use a pendulum and a letterboard, and my frequency meets hers, and she spells out letter for letter in these transmissions, word for words. I just want to say that if you're thinking about connecting to the other side yourself, it does not have to be on a board. We get plenty of connections outside of that through meditations, signs, synchronicities in the world. The other side can connect to us at any time. We are completely interconnected, all of us here on Earth, every sentient being here on Earth and on the other side. This is just the way that this information comes through to me. And so I will really am sharing these messages, not because they're just for me. They are for anyone who is feeling the veil thinning, anyone that is called to listen, really noticing the signs, craving connection, guidance from these angels to help us stay calm and to help us stay out of fear to the truth that only love is real. As someone who has walked through unimaginable grief and found a deeper way to live, I'm just here to provide hope and guidance. And I hope this channeled wisdom and my own lived experience and these practices can help you move into this also if you are not already there. So this message that I'm going to be sharing with you is coming at a time when in America, we're experiencing a lot of things happening. I am watching the collective really be in a lot of fear, and I understand. I can almost like observe what's happening instead of getting wrapped up in it. And I do need to say, if you're listening to this at any time, it doesn't matter what time, this message is for what is going on in the world at that time, because it applies at any time. But I am going to share what's going on in the world. I do believe that it's relevant, and it's relevant to this message. And I want to share 3 things that have come to me. This information comes to me through signs, synchronicities, and a deep knowing. And I'm not going to get too much into it, but I do feel like it is relevant. So first of all, if we go back to September 10th, 2025, I experienced a deep knowing to ask everybody to hold the field of love, that only love was real. I had a series of synchronicities, kind of anticipating, feeling that something was coming. I could feel the energy. And then Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And so I really was being shown this ahead of time. And there is a podcast that I will link below that is with Andrea. And actually, we were in this beautiful container during that. And I do believe that we were together really holding the field ahead of time. But I had asked a lot of people to hold that field. And there's a lot of connections that happened with the Charlie Kirk assassination. Fast forward, I was in Costa Rica and I was experiencing a lot of signs around ice. I was seeing the word ice everywhere. Not only was I hearing it, it was just the energy was calling me. Within 24 hours, Renee Good died, but I was being shown ahead of time, which brings us to the time right now. So those 2 things, Charlie Kirk, Renee Good, and then now we have Alex Preddy. And the thing I would like to say about that is that on Friday morning, so back to the 23rd of January, my day started out with a simple somebody named Alex liked one of my posts. And then I saw that Alex Honnold was going to be free soloing the 101. And immediately, I see lots of things, but immediately I knew there was something about Alex. And I went to San Diego. I visited a friend. My friends introduced me to their son. And I said, "What's your son's name?" His name was Alex. And I told them at that time, I'm having this theme, lots of Alex, Alex. That name was coming in. And what I did was I explained to them that what happens for me is that I will hear a name. I hear lots of things out in the world, but it's the energy calling me. And sometimes it's somebody's higher self, or sometimes it's somebody on the other side. And I was telling them, I don't know what it is yet, but Alex is coming to me. I'm seeing Alex. Within an hour, I opened up social media and saw that what had happened with Alex Preddy, who had died. ICE had shot him multiple times. Even myself that receives a lot of these messages ahead of time, it's like, okay, what do I do with this? First of all, it is a very intense thing that has happened. This person has been killed. And the fact that I was being shown ahead of time before this man died. And what do I do with this? They're showing me things. I have specifically asked not to know ahead of time if somebody was going to die. I did have a lot of precognition around my daughter. I stay present. I do not want to know ahead of time because we live in the present moment. So that's very, very important. We live in the present moment. The thing about knowing about feeling something coming ahead of Charlie Kirk or Renee Good or Alex Preddy is a reminder to me that we are being helped, that we are being guided, and we are being given guidance from this higher dimension, that there is more going on here that we're seeing in the physical world. And a lot of things that my daughter would tell me after she died was that I was going to need to help people when the change comes. And that means that there was going to be change in the world. And she would say people are going to be in fear, which is exactly what Andrea and I were talking about in the podcast when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. So, of course, when these things happen, there's a polarity, there's different sides of what people think is right or wrong, who is right or wrong. But what I can sense and feel is the fear. And of course, we're talking about whether it's Charlie Kirk, Renee Good, or Alex Preddy. These are human lives, people that have died. And I know better than anybody how painful that is. They're ascending freedom from their bodies, but this death of people that we, that have families, how sad this is. And so why am I being shown this ahead of time? Well, I believe that I'm being shown this and I'm being asked to share it with you to really hold the field of calm, hold the field of love. And what is my job here? Because yes, I can get very angry and very fearful because we're being fed a lot of information. And of course, this is all really happening. What can I do? What part can I play? And I think we should all ask ourselves that. What part can we play to help what we need to do so that we can all come together into more peace? But that me knowing ahead of time, it almost feels as if I am just being shown that this is all happening. This was expected to happen. Kira was talking about it, 2 years ago, right away to me after she had already died. And that really part of her leaving the earth was to help usher in this great awakening and help guide me. So I am here going to share these things with you. And I share a lot of that stuff on this podcast. And I really hope that this brings you calm. I keep getting the message of resist. And for me, what resist looks like is to stay calm. I will resist the fear by staying calm. And I hope that I can help you do that also. And I want to always remind everyone that we listen to ourselves. Whatever you are being called to do, please listen to yourself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for being part of this message. So I'm going to first read the entire message to you that Kira transmitted to me. I want to say that this is from Kira. Actually, she doesn't say hi, Mom, at the beginning of this one. So it's really lots of beings coming in. I always say that. It is not just her. They're very expansive souls. I'm going to read the whole thing and then I will go line by line explaining it to you. And I do want to tell you that I did do this channel the next morning after Alex Preddy died because I felt like I really need to get a message so that I could get it out to people. And so this is what came through the next, and they always help me feel better. Anytime I do this, because I can be confused, laying there in bed after all of this happens, knowing that I was seeing Alex ahead of time, like, why are you showing this to me? And also my feelings around everything that is happening. So here I go. I'm going to share this. You are ascending. High wisdom asks, what can you feed? Vacating gives quiet a chance. Make stillness, bam. Use high UTs. Calm vibration gives calms. You hear, you know. Calm welcomes joy. Calm welcomes high vibration. Calm you can give. Calm uses high wisdom. A lot high open. A lot high vacating. High UTs, bam. Calm you give. Calm vacates fear. Give bam a chance to calm. Give bam a chance to win. Bam, XXX. High reps give high vibration a chance. XXX. High UTs, ask, take, calm. Use feel good always. Ask, feed, high XX. Start now. Okay, that's a lot right there. And I want to just say it's frequency, even if you don't understand it, but I am going to go ahead and go line by line and tell you how I interpret it. Remember, this is always for you. How do you interpret it? Everyone will get their own things that are relevant to what is happening to them right now. And so the first thing she says is, you are ascending. Yes, I know I am ascending. We are all ascending. We are really moving up into these higher levels, higher dimensions. While we are still in bodies here in the world, it's real and it is happening now. The time is now. High wisdom asks, what can you feed? So I'm constantly being saying, we have this wisdom that is being given to us. Can we feel? Can we feed? And can we talk about it? Can we educate others? High wisdom is asking me, what energies, what truths, what frequency am I offering the world right now? Am I offering calm? Am I offering anger? Am I offering fear? In the face of turmoil, what am I feeding to the field? Am I feeding love? Am I feeding peace? I'm constantly getting peace signs. So that is what it's asking. High wisdom asks, what are you feeding? And vacating gives quiet a chance. So vacating is something Kira is always talking about, and that is really letting go of old systems, identities, fears, programming. It's not just dying. Sometimes people think vacating is dying. It can mean that, but that's not what I think she's talking about here. It is a clearing. It is moving all that is not true and is not real. When we vacate, we make space for peace, for the truth of everything, that only love is real. It's an opening and a portal. When we surrender to what is happening and to the quiet, the stillness shows us the way. It makes room for God, for truth to come in. And so this is just a real reminder to me to get quiet. I know when all of this happens, I'm like, I need to go in. I need to be more quiet. The next thing she says is, make stillness, bam. Bam is break apart matrix. Bam could mean something else for you. So stillness in itself is revolutionary. You know, it is radical to be still, to be quiet. Make stillness, bam. Yes, our presence, our calm, our refusal to get pulled into fear, that is breaking apart the matrix. Stillness breaks the matrix. You don't have to fight the system with force. You crack it with your presence. Sometimes that means silence, love, our own discernment. I am not saying that that doesn't mean that you don't go out and do what you believe in, what you are being asked to do, whatever that may be. Yes, we still do that, but we don't get pulled into fear, and we get quiet enough to get the guidance that we need. The next thing is use high UTs. So UTS, she spells out, which is ultra terrestrials, interdimensional beings, angels. So we know that these high wisdom, they are helping. We can call them in for help. So I'm being reminded to stay connected, to work with my team that is unseen. They are present, they are willing, and they want to help. And the next thing is calm vibration gives calm. So when I am calm, it brings in other calm. When we are calm in our families, we radiate out that calm. When I do a message like this to you, hopefully that is calm. There are a lot of people around me when I sent this message that are also just watching themselves be calm. And what a great feeling that we can be in the midst of, you know, essentially maybe feels like the world is burning down around us. And I don't want to put that idea into people's head, because if it doesn't feel like that, that's fine. But to be calm in the space of anything that is happening. So when we are calm, it raises that vibration and it brings more calm to everything that we do. The next thing she says is, you hear, you know. I know I hear. I'm constantly being shown things. So I hear and I know. We all know. There's been this constant thing on my podcast where I'm editing out me saying the word, you know, you know, you know, and my guests are saying, you know, you know, you know. And I tried to edit it out and it glitched and it wouldn't let me. And what I realized was this was a sign from all these UTs and interdimensional beings that we do know. They're trying to show us. That's why they wouldn't let me edit it out. That's why it's being said over and over and over. You know, you know, you know, because we do know. We already know, and we're waking up to that truth that everything we need is inside. So you hear, you know. It's just this truth in repetition that our vibration of calm, it's not being passive. It's calm as clarity. It's the field where divine intelligence moves through that calm and that we hear it and we know it. So she's saying, in calm, you'll hear, and in calm, you'll know. If we get quiet enough, we will hear and we will know. The next things that are said by her are calm welcomes joy, calm welcomes high vibration, calm you can give, calm uses high wisdom. Over and over, she is saying, be the calm, give it, hold it. It's the delivery system that we can deliver wisdom, joy, and healing. It's especially timely for all of us when the world feels loud and fractured, when we have been separated to be pitted against each other. The peace that we offer the world, it isn't small. It's disruptive in the most sacred way. Okay. When I say resist, the calm is the disruption. The next thing is a lot high open, a lot high vacating. So she, they, the team that is sending this message, they're showing us that on a planetary level right now, there is a lot of portals that are open right now. A lot of vacating. We're watching systems crumble. We're watching people awaken alongside of these systems crumble. It does feel chaotic, but they're saying stay aligned, stay calm. The next thing that is said by Kira and these beings that are bringing us this message. So she's saying, high UTs BAM, calm you give, calm vacates fear. So high UTs BAM, these ultra terrestrials, they are BAM, breaking apart the matrix. They are helping us. And the calm that we are giving, that calm that we are giving helps get rid of fear. Calm vacates fear. We are part of this coordinated mission. They are helping us, but we are also part of breaking apart the matrix. We are here to calm the field as it happens. We are not fixing the world. We are holding the vibration that allows this shift to stabilize. So when she says, give BAM a chance to calm, give BAM a chance to win. Those are the next things. So give the breaking apart of the matrix a chance to calm and be a part of that calm. Give the BAM a chance to win, because when we break apart the matrix, we do come back to the truth. When we question these systems, everything that is questioning everything that is happening around us, it is winning. Love wins over fear. So let the disruption come through stillness, come through you taking care of you. Let your own presence and your own quiet complete this mission for you. The next thing, BAM XXX. High reps give high vibration a chance. XXX. So these X's, I see X's out in the world all the time. It's a consistent sign for me. They are activation points. They are, sometimes I think of like a crossing of energy. When I see X, it will tell me to pay attention. They might refer to specific like energetic coordinates, encoded assistance, them helping us. So pay attention to seeing X. You may feel like the letter X is something else for you. It's always what it means to you. But she does use XXX multiple times. And then I also see lots of X's out in the world, X clouds, okay? High reps, that is the next thing that is said. High reps give high vibration a chance. So repetition. continuing over and over to be calm. In my life, I have had a lot of opportunities to stay calm in the storm, and to watch myself. So I am getting a lot of repetitions to do that. So that can mean something else for you. The more that we can stay calm in any situation, the more that we get that practice and the more peace that we feel. And that radiates out to others everywhere, across the field, across the continent, everywhere. High UTs ask, take calm. Use feel good always. Ask, feed, high XX. They are asking us to offer calm as a bridge between this information that is coming in and this really collective awakening. And feel good always is just, can we feel good? Can we spread this frequency, this delivery system to the world? And right now, the message is to stay calm and feed high XXX. It's just saying, offer your highest energy and trust the mystery of where it goes. The X's may be people, places, platforms, timelines. You can see what that means. So the next thing is always start now. Start now is really just a clear directive. Not later, not when it's perfect, start now, not regretting that we didn't start earlier. If I was not calm an hour ago, I can try to be calm now. And I will continue to listen to messages like this so that I can remind myself to stay calm, to watch what I am feeding my energy to be the change that is happening in the world, to embody that change. If I do believe that all of the change that we want to see in the world, when we're looking out in the world, it starts within me. It starts within me. So when it's within me, I spent the weekend just surrounded by beautiful people. When I feel good, I see beauty in the world everywhere I go. I notice the beauty in the world. Even when it is seemingly not peaceful and beautiful in the world, can we find what is? And can we do what we're being called to do? So if you are being called to protest, to call your representatives, whatever you are being called to do, do that. But can you do it with calm? That is all I'm asking. Can you do it with calm? So, like I said, this message is not just for me. It's for all of you. It's for the podcast listeners. It's for my soul family. It is a transmission. The world feels turbulent. No matter when you're listening to this, it can feel turbulent. But Kira and all of these angels, they're showing us that the real work is energetic, anchoring this calm, feeding love, choosing presence, working together. All of us humans here on Earth, along with all of the beings, are working together, and we are moving into more beauty, even if it doesn't feel like that. We are not off track. We are doing it. We are moving into this higher level of consciousness. And I appreciate you for listening today, for listening to this entire transmission. Comment down in the comments whatever is coming through for you. When people share back to me what is coming through for them, it really helps us all feed each other. Or if you're making a comment, other people might come and look at that comment and get a sign. I also want to say the word Olivia. That is for somebody. I don't know who that's for, but it is for somebody, and I'm being asked to say that. And so when I see things like the names out in the world, it can mean anything. And so I want to just say thank you again. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a part of this beautiful collective awakening that we are all moving into. If you haven't followed the podcast, please do this. Please share this with somebody if you think that it will help. And yeah, keep following along. More calm, more presence. I appreciate all of you. I love you. Thanks for doing this work right alongside me. Until next time.